Hello everyone and welcome to my super fancy set. So today I'm going to be talking about the We Are Leaders song from the Morning Musume 20th anniversary mini CD. This is my first Morning Musume CD that I own, and I wanted to get it because I thought it was a big deal. It was the 20th. Actually just came in the mail a couple days ago and someone had asked me to talk about the We Are Leaders song. So if you watch any of our previous Morning Musume review videos, you know that I am a sucker for references, like how Kameiri's first music video involved all the girls splashing around in water, and then her final music video had her sitting by a peaceful pool of water, and how in Mr. Moonlight there were red and blue costumes featured, and in Renai Hunter there were red and blue costumes featured. So like, I'm a sucker for references and incorporating things, and this song is 100% full of references. The biggest one, and I think the most unobvious one, is Joshi Kashimashi Monogatari, because this song is very much set up in the format that they follow now, where it's like the oldest member to the youngest member to the newest member converse. What's cool about this one is that they feature every single leader from Morning Musume's history of all 20 years. The other thing that I realized last night is that there are 3 whole generations that never had leader representation, and the first one to comment that below gets, I don't even know, and try not to look it up. I loved each and every part of this song. I think it's so fun to have all of the leaders coming back, even the ones who only had a very short period of leadership, and I loved the references that they had. So I'm going to kind of break it down one by one. Starting in the chorus, there's the 1997 We Are Born 20 years and more Morning Musume. So I think it's a really cute way to start the song. It's a really cute thing to echo throughout the song, and through each one of the choruses there's different references in there. The first one being from Love Machine, the second one is from Koi no Dansai, and the third one is from Happy Summer Wedding. So each one of the members all got to have their own little bits, and I'm very curious if they got to write their own material, if they got to inspire some of the material, or if it was just kind of written for them and they had to sing it. Yuko's is about being the oldest and about being the one who's going to scold all the members, and I think it's very suitable and fitting for her. Next we have the second leader, Johnsun, Ida Kaori, and her line has one of the prominent lines from Daite Hold On Me, which is the Newarate. Next we have Yaguchi Mari, and she actually got a theme from Jankenpyeon. I don't know if you caught it, but it's in there, and she apologizes for her leadership and the scandal that happened, and then she references that she keeps coming back no matter how many times that she's fallen, and that's a reference to her just like clinging on to show business for dear life. I just realized this nasty collar that I was supposed to throw away is still sitting here, so I apologize. I really like Mari. I thought she was a really fun personality in the group. I think I would have liked maybe something involving Sexy Beam in there, but I mean, I can't have everything that I want. She kind of got shafted with the short end of the stick with representing Mini Moni. I don't think that was her most iconic moment. I think that was kind of like the iconic moment that she tries to forget a lot about. Next we have one of my favorite personalities ever in the group, Yoshizawa Hitomi, and her really fun line is that she gets to say something about having manpower, and then she does the yeah 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 line from Manpower, which I thought was such a cool little touch. Like, if anything was Yoshizawa Hitomi, it was that line. There was also Mr. Moonlight, but I don't know how much I could have really incorporated from that without it being too like clunk, so I thought doing Manpower was really fun. Next we have Fujimoto Miki, and she lasted I think like 25 days, 26 days of her tenure as a leader, and that is actually referenced inside the song too. I understand minimal amounts of Japanese without translating anything, and so when she came on and I was listening to her, I could understand almost everything she was saying, and it actually did make me laugh out loud. If you don't know, she left due to a scandal, so just a couple years like prior, Mari left the group because of a scandal, and she was seen with a boy. She left the group and she ended up, I think, marrying him, and then they got divorced and scandal. But Miki met this guy, they started dating, and then they got married shortly after she left, and they're still together as far as I know. and she references that she got to leave romantically, which is super cute because she's still with the guy. And then it's also iconic of her romantic Ukare Mode song. I have never really been a huge fan of, but I know it's like one of her more iconic songs. Next we have my absolute favorite leader, only because I just love her so much, is Takashi Ai-chan. She has one line where she says that everything is precious as platinum, which is such a freaking wonderful reference because it's referencing the platinum era of Morning Musume from the time that she took over all the way to, I think, right when the 9th gen came over is when the platinum era ended. Platinum era Morning Musume is my Morning Musume. That's when I came into. And then she got to get a little melody line from Kono Chikyu. The next leader is my absolute favorite member of all time, the one that I still keep up with to this day, Gaki, Miss Nigaki Risa herself, the queen of all things, the one who made me just fall in love with Morning Musume, and I love that she says that Morning Musume is her precious place. I thought it was funny that she said that she became a mom after she became a leader, and it's just like low-key still a little sad, and it hurts me to this day that she didn't get to graduate with her best friend, and that she didn't get to leave with Ai-chan, and that she had to be saddled with Mitsui Aika graduating with her, and that her first song was Pyoka Pyoka Ultra, which they included a tiny bit of the Pyoka Pyoka Ultra melody line underneath Gaki's part. So I'm just like a little salty about that, but not like so salty that I'm never gonna be like listening to it again. I think that Ai-chan and Gaki sounded absolutely fantastic. They were my two favorites of the entire song. Sidebar. Next is another favorite of mine, Sayu, Miss Michishige Sayumi, and she has a line where she talks about how like being a leader is more or less about being the face, and if you're the face and you have to be cute. And then she does her iconic catchphrase, which is today I'm cute as well, and I thought that was really cute. It was a nice little addition. And then she got the melody line for La 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 no PPP, and that was adorable. Again, like my only thing with Sayumi, and I'm glad that they were consistent with Sayu, because they overly processed her voice more than they processed anyone else in the song, and I appreciate that they stuck to consistency, because somewhere around like Fantasy Ka Hajimaru, maybe a little bit before that, everyone had almost no auto-tune in their voice, and then Sayumi would just get this heavy vocaloid sound no matter what she was singing, and it was in Okihitomi, it was in Fantasy Ka Hajimaru, it was in literally everything beyond that. Sayumi would be the only one who would get the heavy processing, and I think that it's funny that they stuck to that and they continued with that trend of giving her the heavy auto-tune. And then finally we have the reigning Morning Musume leader, which is Fukumura Mizuki, and she sings about wanting to uphold the legacy and wanting to keep it going forward and not wanting to crack under the pressure. And it's a cute line, but it's also kind of sad because you get this sense, if she wrote it, it gives this sense that she's like carrying all this weight of 20 years and feeling like she has to uphold it. I can understand, you know, being in a group that has such a long legacy, you feel that pressure to uphold it. So it kind of makes me feel a little sad that there's that pressure on her to do well and to succeed, but I totally get it. I would feel the same way. Nizuki didn't really get anything special. Neither did Yuko. I think Yuko may have gotten some type of melody line from Morning Coffee, but it was really subtle, and if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't really hear it. Mizuki, as far as I heard, didn't really get any references, but she did get to, at the very end of the song, do the Morning Musume Ganbatte Ikimashou, which is the line that they always do right before they go out and do the concert. They've been doing that for years and years and years. I don't know when it started, but as far back as I've seen backstage videos, anytime they're about to go out on stage, they all put their hands into the center of a huddle and they say Ganbatte Ikimashou, and then they go out. And so she got to do that, which is a cool little reference point because that's usually the leader's job, and since she's the current leader, it was especially fitting that she got to do that. Overall, I really enjoyed this song. The moment I heard it, I wanted this album already, but then I heard the leader song and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm getting it. That's the one that sold it to me. So it's super cute. I enjoy it completely and thoroughly. The entire album is really good. I'm not just singling out this one as being the only good one. Everything on the album is good. So I'm super happy that I got it and that I own it, and I love that this song was made, and I hope that we get to see more from these girls in the future, like covering old songs and like new vocal processing and new music recording and all that. So thank you for requesting this video. Tell me who your favorite leader is of all time, and then again, if you can name those 3 generations that didn't get represented without looking online anywhere, put that in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time. If you have anything you would like me to talk about, make sure to put that in the comments below as well. Bye!